Good afternoon, everybody. Well, Melanie, what is this? The show of the century. Melanie, this show is going to be a show, right?
Yes, all for you.
What for me,
Total control.
I'm trying to run.
Why are you running?
When these folks come, I hope they come early.
Okay,
So,
well, it is 3 and we are in the gate.
in the,
Actually,
boy,
I'm still seeing 2:59 on the clock, but
yeah.
we are here.
But this is going to be a show. I hope Pascal shows up.
Ah,
You know he won't show up to tell me about how it ain't possible to love two.
not two Bahamian women,
Yeah,
he say.
but it's possible to love two. I can fix that for him today, and I can fix that if somebody else, Chris, something Chase,
Hi, Audrey.
Ray Audrey. I'm glad you early,
She at work.
because this can be hard, Audrey. I tell you, this gonna be hard. But I gotta cover some things first before I get there. And Audrey, let me tell you something. I glad you first because if you're trying to love too, it's easy to do. Hey, the Haman woman in Nassau do it all the time. I won't talk about Haman man. 85% Bahamian men have sweetheart. Women got sweetheart, they have woman on the side, whatever they call it. But let me cover some other business first. Why you laughing?
I have to laugh.
Why you laughing? And you let fall and then things fall and what happened? Nervous, eh?
No.
You got two? You went quiet with that.
Two? Yeah, I have two children.
I thought you have,
I love them too.
I thought you have two man, but I think
Too mad.
but
One of y'all is too much in the Bahamas.
I know Audrey ain't got two. Because I know a good,
Audrey's a smart woman.
but you never know. Audrey might have one secret love, them little secret dudes on the side, them ones that say, oh, ain't me. But anyhow, let me take care of my business ways. Before I get to Audrey.
Say Sharon is here also.
Hey,
Well, welcome, Sharon.
Hey, welcome, Sharon. I love you, Sharon. I glad you early because I got you, Sharon. Something I can talk to you about. I will know why you ain't married yet anyhow. But anyhow, we can talk about that now. We can talk about something. Let me do the business first. Get the business out of the way. I got two birthdays to talk about today. I got two sons. Believe it or not, I was on the same week. Two boys, Carl and Christoph. Their birthday, one is on Monday and one was today. So, yeah, I like. I guess same time. Yeah, I like to choose the same time. Let me stop. Lord help me,
You mean
Jesus.
the
Hey,
the
Foxel.
months leading up to March, the 9 months prior to March is
Yeah.
your most fertile month.
Yeah, I trying to make that count. I was like 9 months
Well,
to
you have to
March.
see you
9 months to
have
March is what? It's September.
no man, that's
What
too short.
is it?
Count back March. January,
I mean, March will
March,
be 3 months of the year. So,
yeah,
so you only
so
need 6 more.
6 months. That's
June.
June.
Oh, June 8th. Well,
Hot summer nights, cold air conditioned.
yeah, I used to juice in June. I like it. Boy, good to see you, Foxel. Hey, part two, guilty. But to get right into this session, what the topic is that?
Can a man truly love two women
What's
at
it?
the same
A
time?
man truly could love two women.
At the same time,
Easy.
simultaneously.
That's what the niggas do in Nassau and around the world.
Now, let me say this. They just be with two women all around the world, especially in the Bahamas. The question is, do they love both women?
Yes, man. They love
Audrey
them.
say happy birthday to both of your boys.
Hey, thanks, Audrey. But hold on. A woman can love. Hold on. A woman can love two men, and a man can love two women. I can break that down for you.
Well, we all could love multiple persons
Yeah, but I can break it down how it
at the
works.
same time.
And the
So
mechanics.
let's you like to put in your
Mm-hmm.
boundaries and your frame of reference
Mm-hmm.
and your ground rules. So let's get the ground rules
I get the ground
from
rules
the
first.
crack of the gate
Okay.
with regards to what type of love we're talking
I got
about.
that ground rule, but the first thing we need to do, we need to play them music. See if Audrey and Foxel could tell me you sing this song. I got one song I can play for you all. Audrey, now I know you got, no, Sharon might know this. Ah, Sharon, I know you old school, so you gotta try play listen to this and tell me this. Who sing this song?
Trying to look too
Easy to do.
when you're trying to love too.
Hey baby.
It sure ain't easy to do.
Easy to do when you try to love too.
I've got a woman at home.
I got a woman at home.
Sweet
Listen.
as can be. A woman on the outside, crazy about me.
Crazy about me.
I'm caught in the middle
Caught in the middle
of a three-way love affair.
love affair.
Caught up in this
Hey
triangle.
Dexter.
Can't go nowhere.
Try to love too. Ain't easy to do, but it's possible.
Sure ain't easy to do.
You got to know it right now.
When you're trying to love too.
Tell me the artist. I got some money for you. Right with the artist.
Do no.
That's a quiz.
I need to be 3 men in one.
Yeah,
Get my job done.
3 men
I
in
need
one.
a 30-hour day. 2
Let us know
jobs
later.
with double pay.
Start the show down.
I need a man to
Let me
go
know.
work.
Who sing that
A
song?
man stay at
Then we
home.
can get right into the show. All right. Foxel, what you say? 100%? What you say, Foxel?
He said, actually, Foxel is saying that you are right.
I can break it
That
down.
that you spoke the truth.
Yes.
Dexter said you's a mess. I agree with you, Dexter. But Foxel come behind and say not 100%.
I can break that down for all of y'all. What Audrey say?
Audrey said she don't know who the singer is, but she loved the song.
Yeah. Kind of love too. It ain't easy to do, but we do it.
We want to
In
know who will be able to tell us the artist in that song. At least
At the
by
end of the
what?
show.
The end of the show?
Come to the end of the show.
Okay, you have a prize for that?
Yeah, I got a prize for that.
Okay.
But I want you to listen. Now we're gonna take this on because we finished all of that stuff, right? We got everybody.
Preliminaries are done.
All right. Let me break it down for you. Now, when you're talking about love, I could love Melanie. I could love anybody I want to love. I can love two people at the same time because,
Sharon got it. Sharon said William Bell.
boy, Sharon, you got that? I told you Sharon's getting it.
Yeah, you did say that.
Old school,
You
not old
did
school,
say
boy.
that.
Sharon, I got a couple of dollars for you. Not old school, but we got to buy you lunch, Sharon. It's only $20.
Dexter say, Dad, you gone deep with this song.
Oh.
You, Linda? William Bell.
Mhm.
Did
Oh,
you?
then-
I bet you Google that.
Yeah,
Linda.
you Google that, right? Anyhow, that's old time. Now, let me get right into it. The difference is this. I could love Linda and fall. Watch this now. I could love Linda as my girlfriend. I could date Linda, but the love could be a fact that Linda, I don't want to see her hurt. I don't see Linda children hurt. I don't want to see Linda broke. I don't want to see Linda in a bad way. And I don't want Linda to leave me.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Now, here's the key. I never tell y'all that you can't be in love with two women. See, the difference is in love. You can love two women, but you can't be in love with two women. See, the next one,
You could love to, but you can't be
they're
in
in
love.
love with two. See, this is the difference. Big difference.
Okay.
Now, let me break this down in love part. The in love is you're gonna be honest to the person you're in love with. You're gonna have integrity. You're gonna treat her well. You're gonna you're not gonna lie. She will know exactly you keep the other woman away from her. Because you don't want the confrontation.
Ooh.
So you could love two women.
Mhm.
And let's go right to the point. You could be having sex with two women.
Mm.
You could do everything with,
With
two,
two
women.
women. In that case, you could do it with 3 and 4.
Yeah, but in the truth, at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
One will be dormant in the next. Jesus, everybody light up on the screen. We're trying to get everybody, but it's gonna be you gotta slow down. We got everybody lighting up. Okay, we can get you now. All right.
So Dexter say you're talking about the different degrees of love.
There's different degrees of love, but in love, to be in love with somebody, you could have a deep degree in love. You wouldn't believe how love could go. But in love, would you put your life on the line?
For that individual.
That's the difference. Would you lose your marriage?
For that individual.
See, I could date somebody on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I could take them out. I could put them in the public. I could get catch. But I going home to my wife. So the remain is this. And that happens. Let me tell you why that happens. You want to answer them first and then
No. That's Foxhill. She just say, I told you not 100%, Tony.
Yeah. But I can do the things of a married man
In both situations.
be in love. Not in love. Be in love. Being in love with a woman I could do as a married man. I could pay her rent. I could sleep with her. I could live with her. But that didn't necessarily mean I love her. In love with her.
Well, you better explain to
Go
me
ahead.
then, and maybe some of our viewers would like to know, how do you differentiate loving and being in love?
It's simple. It's simple stuff like in love. Now watch this now. To be in love.
Say who fooling who?
Yeah. To be in love. These are the things when you're in love. What happens when you're in love now? This is when you're in love.
Wow.
This is when you're in love.
Can I
Go ahead.
I tell you?
Go ahead.
I said wow because Dexter said something extremely powerful.
What do you say?
He said that the heart only accepts one, but the mind gives you many.
No, the heart is what you talking about, Dexter? Where you been?
How,
Man is falling in love every day.
but only
In the heart.
not in the heart,
What you
in the mind.
Hold on.
I think
Hold on,
I am
hold on,
inclined
hold
to
When I go
agree with Dexter.
Dexter, when I go to bed with a woman,
Mm-hmm.
I go in my heart. I ain't go in my mind. It's sweet, I go in my heart. You don't mind in this? Because if I put my mind in that, that's where I can be.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put my mind into something where I ain't gonna
So
be.
you are reversing
Yeah.
Dexter's statement.
Because the heart, listen now, the heart pumps. I can take it on. I was gonna leave that for later. I can take it on now. Since he comes to that, let me say this. If me and my wife or me and my significant other is having issues, we lost our grounds. Let's say we lost our sexual urge, right? When I see this young thing that makes my heart jump.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is different now. See?
Okay.
That's why you're talking about the heart.
Okay.
Hold on. That young thing can make my heart jump.
The young thing is gonna make your heart jump.
Okay.
But guess what?
Mhm.
The heart doesn't have any cognitive processes to recognize that young thing. It's the mind that basically gets the message, sees the image, and processes and send the message to your heart that causes your heart to jump.
You see, don't mix it up. You're talking medical term, right?
No, I'm talking physiological.
Okay. Let's talk physiology.
And what are you
Let's
talking?
stay. Okay. Let's stay with your thought.
Okay.
Think about this.
Mhm.
Let's say me and you been married for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And after 10 years, relationship, we can stop sense. Relationships get cold.
Right. But
energy.
what
Give me a second.
contributes to the coldness?
Because whatever contribute, I don't mind.
But
Whatever.
it's all a mind
Yeah.
process. It ain't a heart
Say it again.
process.
What it is?
It's all a mind
It's
process.
a mind process.
Right.
So where your heart coming back?
So that's why it's the mind that causes you to stray and take on another and another. That's why it's the mind
Listen.
gives you many, but the heart only
Fine.
gives you one.
I like this because these people here. Listen.
Mhm.
When you sit down and you tired of a relationship is going nowhere,
Mhm.
what hurts you?
It's your heart that is
Okay.
the end product.
Hold on. Yeah.
It's the end product.
Yeah.
And that's why the heart is the one that only takes in one, because when that heart get broken, it goes and look for another attachment.
Let me tell you
The
something.
mind, on the other hand, is constantly going. Every day you drive along and you see multiple women that you find attractive. Couple of them you say, boy, she look like she'll be a good
Let me
piece.
tell you something.
What?
You know something? You talking about heart. Do you know the outside woman most times
Mm-hmm.
is have the heart?
Yeah.
Now what's
Because
it?
guess
Oh,
why?
So the mind,
But where was the heart initially?
right, okay, hold on. You know why I step out? Because in my heart was hurting. And I had to leave and go looking for a new heart.
Exactly. So
Hold on.
how many new hearts are you looking for though?
He said love it. I told my Dexter, he said
One.
love it heart.
But he say only one could occupy your heart.
One-
Many will occupy your
when I was a dude,
one at a time. Put it like that.
when I
one
was a
at
dude,
a time.
when I was on the street, when I was
Mm-hmm.
looking and having 2 and 3 women, if I get caught, I hurt
Why?
because I'm about to lose my heart
Okay.
and my heart.
So, but how many is that you about to lose?
No.
Only one.
I losing 2 of the women because they catch one and I don't want to lose none.
No, talk. So the 2 in your heart.
Yes, I love them.
Well, I guess.
You could love 2 people. You can't be in love with 2 people, but you could love 2 people.
And you could hold the 2 of them in your heart.
Yes, I could hold them
You
in my
could
heart.
hold, and how many you could hold in your
I don't want
head?
to lose none because if I
How
lose,
many can
because
you
if
hold
I
in your head?
let me break this down. We
How
can
many
break-
could you hold in your head?
How many hold? That's the difference. See,
How
see,
many can you hold in your
I only
head?
can hold one in my head.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I tell you
Well,
is the mind.
Now,
Only one I can hold.
now, Dexter and I don't know about Dexter, but I am gonna agree to
Agree with Dexter,
disagree.
fine.
Just like how some of us are left-handed, some of us are,
But you
are
only can
right-handed,
hold-
and some are ambidextrous.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
you
unique
only
thing for different people.
in your head.
Mm-hmm.
One is get in your head, and that one will mess you up.
Okay.
So what Dexter saying, you know how that is your head. Once a man or woman get in your head,
Okay.
it almost over.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Understood.
2, 4, 3, 5. You can love it.
But
But
I think the head and the heart are connected in that case when you put it that
no,
way.
no. Ain't much people get in your head. You could, sorry my language, you could screw 2 people, 3 people,
Mm-hmm.
but only one in your head.
Okay.
Because you
So
become the jet. You only this.
So therefore now, I guess now it explains then why a man can only love one woman at a time. He can't love 2 at a time.
In
because
love.
only
He can
one.
love 3 and 4. In love.
Okay.
In love means
Right.
in love. Okay, let me tell you. Let me explain in love.
Totally taken by the woman.
When a man is in love with a woman, now this is what he protects her, right? He respects her. He honor her. He love her to the highest degree. See all these things, but that is when a man is in love with a woman. See that's a totally different. So I could love 2 women easy. I can have you on what they call a lot of people say. I have you on outside and and next one inside. And most possible times that the human men, when they have 2 women, one on the inside, one outside, they have a third one. They have
Third wheel.
yeah, because it's easy because the second woman already accept my wife.
So you're like rejection or what it is?
No, no, because
the
if I could-
tension, the competition, what is it?
Because like I say, I could love 2
If you could love 2, you could love 3.
yeah. But being in love, that means passionately.
So when the woman accept your wife, why do you have to move on to a third person?
Because let me tell you, because now you have to sometimes cover your grounds. Because sometimes your wife goes in your phone and your wife do this. Remember the phone row? You know what? And the wife catch up. So you have to have that third person to confuse the whole situation. Yeah. See, when you catch me on this end, I over here. I ain't leave here, you know. What I do, I skip. I leave there for a little while and I go over here. That's what they do. That's real talk.
Ain't none of that is love in my book.
That's love.
Dexter say he don't agree with that, Dad.
See, Dexter.
Example, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Dexter is in
the
the
Bible says, guard your heart.
The Bible tell you guard your heart. But Dexter, hear the truth. Now, I don't know if you gonna talk the truth. The truth will set you free. Most men have another woman in the Bahamas. That's
Well, that is
that's a part
what
of
we
the
call
Bahamian.
commonplace. That's global.
But
It ain't unique to the Bahamian man.
But-
I think men, but I guess would cause them to have more than one woman is the question.
yeah, it is. That's the easy part.
What's the easy part?
Would cost them
Mhm.
because Bahamian women allow this.
Oh.
They Bahamian woman has a thing that they love what they have. Bahamian woman love what they have. They don't love what they have.
And what Bahamian man love with?
His dick.
Okay. Yolanda says that sounds like fear of commitment to her.
Fair commitment. Explain a fair commitment.
And Foxhill for the third time is entering lust as the factor. It is lust, it's not love.
Foxhead, believe me, you love people throw love around loosely. Woman and man. Now we ain't talking just woman. Man and woman open their throw the thing around. That's just the norm in the Bahamas. They don't regard
Their body as sacred.
right.
And their sexuality
Why you
as
think-
reserved for
Why you
one.
think we have all these common law? What with children on the outside?
Daddy ain't your daddy, but your
Children on
daddy
the
don't
outside.
know.
Because we men somehow just get in their mind they get bored very quick.
Lack of discipline. Did
Yeah.
anyone put that there?
Yeah, we
A
get.
man who does
Let's
that
be
is
honest.
selfish.
We get greedy. Yeah, we
because
are
he's
very
splitting
greedy.
himself between multiple women, and all of the women
Mhm.
only have one man. That's Yolanda.
You think all the women are man. Listen, how much women you thinking now? So you ain't going no far. We can do this. We can do this max now. We got more women than men. The Bible says 7-1. The Bible say that, not.
Say in the latter days there will be
This-
seven
But this a lot of days.
after one.
This a lot of days. Everybody opening a business now. This a lot of days. The Bible speak about this. So, if you got 7-1, who these women dating?
Other people, man. Who
You
does the man belong to? Answer that for me. Who
Huh?
does he really belong to?
man belongs to themselves.
Got it, ladies?
Man belongs to themselves. Woman belongs to themselves.
Really?
Yeah. When a woman marry a man,
Mhm.
that's a different story. But when a fella is single, it game.
Came with the woman too, then.
That's the point I'm making. Woman or man, it game. Only we today have this thing that when we meet this guy and we start, especially women, start putting clothes on him and start dressing him up, they own a ship. You ain't own nobody.
So what about living with him then? That's equivalent to marriage privileges.
Well, who to be blamed if you come live with me or I go live with you? Who to be blamed?
The two of you,
Okay.
because you
So,
agreed on
so we
it.
agreed on that.
Right.
So
So
You
that
ain't
don't
on-
give you marriage privileges?
no, you give me much when I propose to you.
Or give you the ring.
Yeah.
And I say I do.
Yeah.
Other
And most-
than that,
yeah.
use game.
Listen, in the Bahamas, man and woman could do what they want to do. Man and
Always.
woman.
In the world.
Yeah. Okay. In the
In
world.
the
I'm talking
world.
the Bahamas though.
Yeah.
And in the world itself. See. Let me get deep. I can get deep into this conversation.
Mhm.
Where this conversation should go. What love and two,
Mhm.
right? Woman, motion. They move with emotion.
And what man move with?
Man move is he just crazy. Man just move with anything. Man go with the flow. Hey, listen, let me give you the story. Like, go deep into this. When you say man move, a man, oh, I can get myself in trouble. All the men in the Bahamas. A man could see a girl and she come on to him and he don't like her. He don't like her. But if she offering something, he take it.
That's why they say men are dogs.
No, not really. Not really dogs. You know, it's
What
about.
what is it? Greedy?
It's about couple things. It's about ego. It's about macho. I
Ego,
can't let this woman.
macho,
Yeah, I can't let this
yeah.
woman call me
Can't
sister.
look like you sister.
Yeah.
Boy,
So
that's a stupid thing.
yeah, it might be
But guess
stupid.
what?
It might be stupid, but this we talking about from the ghetto point, right? From over the hill.
Mhm.
We ain't talking about the people who lying.
The last thing y'all
Don't
think
make it.
about, though, is the consequences of losing that good woman that you have in your life.
Well, 96.
Because when a woman comes to you and offer you a piece and you don't like her, how you know you ain't basically sleeping with the bee from hell?
But I worry about that afterwards.
See, y'all stupid bad.
Right. Yeah. You don't see something? You don't see something deep? If a man thinks so warped sometimes, a man thinks that once he pay the bills, take care of the woman and everything, she should keep her mouth shut. She should be happy. You see? And once that's how he feels. So he feels he could do these nonsense and he could find his way back because most women only into finance. Once their finances cover. This is woman portray. I only tell you what they portray.
Modern day woman.
Yeah, one day woman. So when we talking about trying to love and people love too, you want to take the accent.
Dexter says, a man love many women, and likewise women have many men.
Oh yeah.
However, we must love without fear. Okay? In that mindset, a couple can overcome any stumbling block.
A couple.
Can overcome. Basically, what he is saying is you have to love without fear. Because what I am gathering from that statement is it is fair of giving yourself completely to a single individual
Hey, Barrett.
that causes you to go out and seek. And that is what basically Yolanda said in another way, and that is fear of commitment. Fear of commitment.
So what Dexter is saying that you could overcome everything.
Yeah, because if you love wholeheartedly the person that you're with, then you now are free to overcome all the challenges that men use as excuses for going out there and cheating on their significant
Listen.
other.
I understand Dexter. In some cases, yes, but majority of cases, when it dead, it dead. When a relationship is dead,
But that's because
only God.
But that is
come down to
because fear got in the way, the communication breakdown, y'all allow the garbage to prolong for too long. And so therefore it dies. It's just like you say, let's go back to the friendship on fire.
Yeah.
If you're not putting a stick in that fire, the flame goes out.
See, hi Foxel. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain. See if I can get this to you and the fans, the folks out there. Women or men, now you're giving women, love in different brackets. They have different brackets to love. Okay. Some women looking for finance, some women looking for genuine love, and some women looking for commitment. Right? Genuine love and commitment ain't the same.
Okay, but
Okay.
how often does a man find a woman who's looking for something different from what the woman who he's with is looking for? Let's look at what Sharon says. Sharon is saying that she think you can love one woman, but the other woman that you like a lot, right? You're not in love with her. All right? And that is because you cannot love them equally. Okay? And she said that is why many women are out there fighting for that love from him, because she sees that the woman that he's with, he is capable of loving. And because he juicing her without commitment, she feels that she could pull you out of the arms of that other woman into her arm. Because you know what
So
the
Sharon, I can put it
standard
out there for
is.
you. Sharon, I can put it out there for you. See
Mhm.
now, talk to me. Talk. We talking. Let's talk. So what about the wife that leaves me and go and find
Another man.
another man and come back to me 5 years later? So you telling me that ain't love? In love?
Who in love with who though?
They all fall in love. For me to marry you, I have to be in love.
And for you to marry
And for
me,
me to leave, hold on, for me to leave
you have to
and
fall out
find
of love.
another, I fall in love and go in love again,
Hmm.
and then I come back to the same fella, same husband.
But guess why?
Hold on, as Sharon, we talking about what Sharon said.
Yeah.
We, yeah, we
Uh-huh.
ain't want to mix it up. We talking about what Sharon said.
Okay.
So I just proven the point that in love, it ain't no. You could be in love with two people
But not at the same
at
time.
the same time.
In love
I mean, love,
at the same
love,
time.
love with two people at the same time. Yeah, you
You
could be
could
love
love two
two people at
people
the
at the
same time.
same time.
Yeah,
But then that's what she basically saying. She's
but
saying
but
that you
but
could be in love with one
yeah,
and love the other.
but you could be in love with me today and fall out of love with me, and that same sweetheart I had, I go in love with her.
Jesus, how does in love work?
How did I just tell you?
How does
I
in
just tell
love
you.
work?
In love,
That's emotion. That's infatuation.
that that's all.
And Audrey says that you don't have to love or be in love to marry.
See,
A
let me
lot of
tell.
people ain't in love
Let me
with the
tell.
people that they marry.
Now I was going to go through the long process, but I can get since we're talking. But let me get to this so they can understand where I'm
Hmm.
coming from.
Hmm.
You got to ask yourself, folks out there, what is love? What is in love? You know what it is? All it is emotion. All it is, all it is love. In love, all it is emotion. There ain't nothing that how I feel towards, but it's an emotion. There ain't nothing to do with what you do and what you don't do. All this is emotion. So people fall in and out of love. This,
Oh gosh.
what happened?
That's to say maybe Jesus met your wife at the well and sent her home to you.
But, 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 if Jesus come to me, if Jesus come to me, Dexter, and my wife showed up, I'll tell Jesus it's the first time I disappoint you. I can start her back. What? Go back where you come from. Because, see, you, for me, I can't, I can't play that game. Love is, love is all this emotion. That's what love is. Love is what you accept and say, okay, I love this woman, and you accept. So it's emotion. So your emotion, your could change at any time. I could fall in love with somebody else. I could be with my wife and get tired of her cooking the same food, making love to me the same way, and I had enough of that. That get boring. And I could get up tomorrow morning and go in my
Something wrong with you.
no, ain't nothing wrong. But love is emotion. So
So,
so
so, so,
so I
let
can
me
fall in and out.
ask the
Go on.
question though. You
Ask the
falling
question.
in and out of love. What the hell are you bringing to the love relationship?
Well,
Why is it that it gets boring?
we
Is it because you lying down waiting for the woman to make everything exciting?
no.
What is it?
It could get boring because I could fall out of love. I just talked about that.
But how do you fall out of
What
love?
do you mean how?
How?
I wake up this morning, okay, and after 10 years, I complain about something.
I guess you could fall out the same
Well,
way
let me
you fall
explain.
in.
Yeah, I wake up 10 years, complain about the same thing every morning. We do the same thing. It get bored. That's how the second woman come along, and I fall out of that and fall in love with the second woman. But I still love my wife.
You know why? You keep falling. You better stop falling because you break yourself up.
No, we see the problem with the Bahamians especially. Truth has gone out the window with them. They don't face reality. See, we gotta be real and honest. Why you think we having all these divorce? Because they
No
know the guy.
investment in the
No,
relationship.
no. They can invest. They build houses. They invest mine. They
Man,
invest
you talking,
children.
you
Hold
talking.
on, hold on. They have
That's
children,
not real investment in a
time,
love relationship.
money, but they still break up. You know why? It's simple because, like I say, it's emotion. It goes up and down all over the place. And if a woman emotion is not set right, if you don't set a woman emotion right,
Oh, I'm glad you just said it.
yeah, if you don't set it right, she will be so out of sync that even you and her can't put it together. You need a negative and a positive, like to touch together to build a light,
True.
a light bulb to spot,
True.
right? So if you don't have that in a relationship,
But it was there.
it was
It
never.
was there.
It could have been there, but what you think happened? Why the?
I asked you
Why you
that
think the switch?
earlier.
Why you think the switch?
Malfunction.
Yeah, why you think it's malfunction?
You tell me.
Because all of that talk through your mouth
Mm-hmm.
and not through your head, not your heart, because your heart fall all over the place. Your heart, like my heart could fall in love with a dog. My heart could fall, children. Your head, once your head is not in it, it's not there. See, a woman will take a man will shit on her over and over and over, and people say, but why is this woman still here? You know why she's there? Because her head is still there in that marriage. And she will stick as long as her head and not him.
So
It has nothing to do with him.
basically, what I am
Hey, Foxtail.
gathering is that women and men need to go after a man's head.
Yeah.
Not as hard and not as belly.
Man like food.
So a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah.
So what is the way to a man's head?
When you looking for a man and you want to get in his head, you have to be a person. You read that first, or
Keep on listening.
you have to be a person who tap into their psyche. And once you tap into their psyche, you have to then learn their mechanics, the way they works, and the way they thinks. This we going so deep into this now.
Well,
you got me going into the whole.
Trust me, nobody wants to be in a relationship that is bound to fail. Who rides a boat or jump on a boat that they know is going to sink or
Yeah.
shipwreck?
See, a woman. Okay, exactly. When you buy a woman a gift at Valentine, or send her what she likes,
That get into her psyche.
That get into her psyche.
So we get into a man's psyche. You shut that down, but open that back up.
You want me to open that up?
Yeah, you can't close
get
it
into
down
what-
because you all, in most women's mind, it's the problem
Yeah.
why
No, what gets into the mind
relationships
psyche?
don't work out.
Sex has something to do with it, but But a man likes control.
All the time,
Yeah, he wants to know he is the man.
but
You don't have to be crazy like the pastor said in church. Submissive. You have to be somewhat submissive to a man.
win some, lose some.
Yeah.
Win some, lose
Yeah.
some. Make
So-
sure you lose more than you win.
So for me to love two, okay, I keep talking. For me, a man could love two women and take care of his home and be happy.
Okay.
The problem is the wife or the girlfriend or whatever has to stop believing that the buck stops with them,
In which way?
that the world begins and ends with them.
Okay.
And that means because they believe they fix the man, food the man, clothes, and then listen, that can't keep no man.
What keeps him?
His response, communication, proper communication back and forth with you. That's what keeps a man.
Okay. So it's a combination of effective communication.
Effective communication.
But you ever realize that some people are in a relationship and they think everything is going good, including the relationship, including the sex, and the man wake up the next morning and he don't come back home, and she got to go look to see where he is. Or some people have had the experience where this
Yeah, but
man actually jumped out of their bed and gone to the altar and marry another woman.
because the communication break down a long time. See, there was no
So it's the
communication.
perception.
You didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to me when I was talking to you 10 years, 5 years, 3 years ago, when I was complaining about your behavior, when I was complaining about you don't clean the house nasty, the children, you let the children do everything. Me and you have distant communication. We can't communicate because what I'm saying or what you're saying, we both understand it ain't clicking. So I make up my mind to be quiet about this. I ain't talking no more. I can get up one morning and I go and get the outside chick.
Anthony's just joined. Say
Hey,
hi.
sweetie. And so that was happening most of the time. When you see a guy or a woman, I can say a guy or a woman leaves you, they leave you about 2 years ago. They just was planning slowly.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
Because
Yeah. Hey,
because
Foxen.
most Bahamians don't want to be alone. So if things ain't right, I'm not sure that it is the right thing. At least I'm sure it's not the right thing to do. If you are not happy in a relationship and you know that this relationship has no room for repair and growth, it's better to separate yourself. Don't have the individual believing it's all good.
But I can't.
And then,
So you're missing the point here. Let's go back to the two. Trying to make dating two. How could I see I might want to leave you, but I don't want to hurt you because I have respect for you. So I don't want you hurt when I leave. I don't want nothing
but
to go
then when you
bad
eventually leave,
because I gotta figure out if I go to the outside chick, I gotta be able. If that don't work, come right back to you.
so now let's get then to the point where Sharon made, and she said, when the woman comes back to you after 5 years, she might have restored her commitment to God and the marriage vows, and maybe she realized that you are more profitable to her financially. Audrey say, noted Sharon, true.
Yeah.
Only God. And you want to answer that before
No. Go on. I can answer.
Okay. He could do that with the two women because he is getting different things from the two women.
Well said, Audrey. I could get a shake on one end and a roll on the next end. I good. I covered. See, this is why I said earlier, you sitting in the house thinking that you the best thing since sliced bread. It don't work like that. Anything you want to accomplish, you have to work on it. With good communication, communication key. I communicate with you to show them what I talking about. Me and you communicate. Just say me and you now, husband and wife, and we communicate. And I say to you, follow me now. Just follow me and being honest with me. Let me ask you a question. Why did you left the clothes on the ground?
I don't know. I just left them there.
You did. But the clothes was there for the last week, and I asked you to move it. So why?
You asked me to move them for
For a whole week.
a whole week. Sure, you asked me to move them a whole week.
You had a problem? See what I'm talking about? Now, I senile, so you know what I do.
So I see that.
So focus is no.
So the
hold on.
communication break down now.
Because this is the point.
Okay.
I just saying this is the point.
Okay.
This is what happens. I just use an example.
Right.
This is what happens.
So let's
Okay.
now look at the potential or the possibilities as to why the clothes is there.
Yeah.
Maybe her schedule has had her running.
Yeah.
Running. Those clothes are there. There are other priorities in the house to be addressed. And so she left the clothes there.
Fine.
But because you're the man in charge and you see that as defiance, or I tell you move the clothes a long time ago, right? some man would slap it down and say, "Bam! Why these clothes still here?"
Okay.
Right? But you just asked.
Okay, but
Now,
let me finish this. To let the public,
mhm.
let them know exactly what I talking about. Why you didn't say to me that, honey, I just didn't have the time to get
because
that.
I actually forgot that you even asked me to move.
Okay, so why you didn't
That's
say?
how busy I was.
Well, why you didn't notice? So why you didn't say to me, hey, honey?
I didn't even remember it.
Hold on. Why you just didn't say, honey? Why you just didn't move? You said
And then you would say, "But I tell you to
no,
move."
no, no, no. But
You
I'm having a
say
conversation with you.
that. No, but
I'm having a conversation with you
But-
because I want communication. See, the conversation breaking down, you breaking it down. I'm having a communication. See, and this is what happened in the Bahamas. The communication breaks down. And once this communication breaks down, that's where trouble starts.
okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just showing you.
Okay, so one bundle of clothes on the floor
That's where it starts.
that was not moved for a
That's
week.
where it starts.
It starts there, and you keep that in your head. Oh, I done asked her to move them clothes, and she ain't moved them. It's done a week.
Okay.
Why
Now-
you wait a whole week
Now,
before you come back to the woman and ask her about the clothes?
because I was
a
watching.
whole week.
Because I was watching.
Okay,
But-
and building up in your head.
But now, let's don't get too distracted. But now, here, let's
mhm,
switch it.
mhm.
Let's put it to something that I love. Let's say what men love. Let's say what men love. Sex.
Mhm.
I ask you for a week.
A whole
A whole week. And your excuse is that as I ask you, you give me the same story. You put me to dead and you stop me. Right?
Mhm.
So now I stop. You think I can ask you anymore? See, so this is where this
If
little-
you love me, you will ask me 70 times 7.
No, if I have Tinkerbell around the corner,
Who you only gotta ask once.
I ain't got to ask.
But you gotta leave
I ain't
it.
got to ask. I ain't got to ask.
You don't have to ask.
I don't Tinkerbell trying to knock you out of the picture. So I
Uh-huh.
got to. She got everything right.
Until Tinkerbell get you, and then she start acting the same way I act. And then
My-
you go on to number 3.
Might be true, but what I'm just showing you how communications break down, and once they break down, the relationship, marriage, going out the window. This. Let's say what Linda say and Dexter.
Foxel said it takes 2 to play your game.
Not a game.
It's
Reality.
just that the man do not know when he lose. Then she says it's a play on emotion. Dexter say, "OMG, Dad." Oh my goodness. Yolanda says it's a safety net syndrome. Audrey laughed. I'm not sure exactly at who, but Sharon says what gets into a man's psyche is the way that the other woman looks. That is how he allows himself to double dip. And Dexter says she might be a career woman, and the kids also are taking care of. Oh, so she's a career woman and also taking care of the kids at home too, right? So if it was me, he says, I would have put the clothes up myself. I would have picked the clothes up myself. I would have helped and wouldn't have an attitude about it. So why Tony didn't move the clothes?
Everybody on this club.
Now you see what I was saying when you say let's stay on the topic. What I was saying is if you in love with this woman and you are so in tune with her, you wouldn't even have to ask that question a week later. Instead of standing on the side and watching it, you say, boy, I saw my wife really busy, my girl really busy. Let me help out. But you want to go jump in the truck or in the car and go to the bar with the boys.
I saw the clothes there. And the reason I asked, because I want to see how long you would allow, I just use an example, how long the clothes was there. So if I asked you to move the clothes once, let's say, I was talking communication. You should have said, honey, if you can't move it for me, See, we talk. I was just talking
Okay,
about communication.
so it's not what is said, but how it's said.
Exactly. So
Okay,
most
so
times,
now let's go to the sex part of it.
Okay.
If you ask her for sex
Mhm.
and she decline in that particular moment, you wait a week before you go back and ask for sex again.
I'm just building a story. I'm going to something.
Okay.
I'm just building a story.
Okay, all right.
See, when you talk about, we go to sex, if you want to go to that part, why would you, after I complain about sex all day, but you won't give it to me, then you ready.
Because why? Why? What will make me ready?
When you think you ain't tired, you ain't this, when you ready. See, this all is add up in the relationship. When I talking about you ain't speaking with one voice, you gotta be on tone, and you have to then, a woman and a man has to be negative and positive. We have to communicate. And a lot of us think we communicating. That's what I'm talking about. We think we communicating, but we ain't communicating. You far left and I far right. Husband and wife and house living, they just getting along.
Because you know what? I think the stresses of life and the tension, and we have to constantly remind ourselves that kind words
But
put fires out
see, remember now,
or prevent a fire from starting.
love is all see, love is just emotion, you know.
Love is more than just emotion.
No, love is just emotion. See, I could see you walking the street and I say, she look good, and I talk to you. And we have a conversation.
That's the head or the heart.
That's the head and the heart mixed together, emotion.
Oh, okay.
And so it's all this about emotion. And once you say, oh, this person I like, you necessarily don't have to like this person. This person likes
That's
you.
a stranger though.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But you could see,
the acid test is always, if you want to know me, come and live with me.
yeah, but I don't need to know that because that is not important.
At that time.
No. I just need to
Anyhow,
know you are good.
Marcia Thomas Powell, welcome. It's been a while since
Hello.
we've seen you. She was one of our early
Really
followers. Yes. She says Tinkle Bell would never be a distraction and entertained if the male husband loves his wife, appreciates a wife's sacrifice, and supports her in her life cycle, as she supported and continues to support him all these years.
If you think your husband or your boyfriend really love you, leave him and see if he come back for you. most times, men dying for you to go. Now that sounds weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And guess what Foxhill says?
What's that?
Foxhill say, love covers all imperfections.
Love.
So if you truly love her, no matter what it is, see, let me tell you something. If you truly love an individual, you're going to work with that person. The only way you will stop trying to help them grow is if they put up a block and resist what you are saying to them.
We
Because there are
fight
some
it.
people.
Wait, see, don't mix it up. A lot of people mixing this thing up. A lot of people not in genuine love. A lot of people, especially women just put up with some of these men because some of these men ain't serious at all. Now I'm being honest, and they don't have to be honest with me, but I'm being honest. Most men, most women today, if they tell you the truth, the real truth, they're only still living with some of these guys because they feel some way.
But when they first got into the
they was in love.
relationship, and you see, that's why I just said what I said. If you want to truly know an individual, come and live with them. So after living with this man for so long, she realized that, and just like you say, you said it 2 minutes ago, when you meet this person and you see them and you feel an attraction, you may not even like them, but they like you, right? And it ain't that important to you whether that or the other. But it's the stages of a relationship. And for each stage, and as you spend more time with that individual, you are supposed to be learning that individual, That individual is supposed to be learning you. And as you learn each other, whatever imperfections are there, you are supposed to bring it up and in love work towards correcting it or eradicating it. You understand? Okay. So Foxel say balance is important, Tony,
Yes.
if you help her. Sharon said clothes is only an excuse for that man to go out. He knows that before he had his eyes on another woman, those clothes was never an issue. He only looking for an excuse. Dexter says, I believe Tony threw the clothes on the floor to go to the bath. To Tinkerbell for true.
Yeah, I go to see Tinkerbell. But that's what men do. Men find excuse.
Okay.
Men find excuse.
All right.
This food didn't taste good.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle.
You ain't got nothing here for me to drink. Excuse. These
So Tinkerbell
Yeah.
in your head.
no.
Yes.
Tinkerbell could be real. Tinkerbell.
No. I ain't saying she real. I mean, she got your head.
Yeah.
She got your attention.
9 times out of
So
10.
now you can find all the fault in the world with the woman that you with.
Yeah. But see.
Like Sharon, Dexter,
But see.
Foxhill, and
Let me ask you.
Marcia.
You believe you can fall out of love?
I would fall out of love with somebody who is abusive, who's non-supportive, who's constantly putting me down. I think those three.
But that's why you have two. That's why you love two. Because
Stop
when I
talking fool.
no,
No, you gotta be joking, Tony.
because when men fall out of love, they see some men can't be alone. So that's why they have somebody on the side. So when they fall out of love, they can't be alone. When you leave me, I gotta have somebody that manly support.
But trust me.
This is real talk. See,
Trust me.
See, people hate to
It's
see.
selfishness.
No, you might call it what you want.
You're
In
moving
this world
on
today,
selfishness.
in this world today, this is what goes on. I am not saying this is the right thing to do. I'm saying I'm bringing to let people know this is what goes on in this country
and
every
in
day.
the rest of the world.
Oh, everywhere. But and we need to face the truth because at the end of the day, Bahamian women are getting used and abused
Left,
with the
right, and
same
center.
situation. And some of them know that they man having another affair. And some of them knows that the man used the excuse and complain. That's all we're trying to bring sensitivity to, I know the right thing.
Everybody out there
Right.
know the right thing,
But-
according to what they were taught or
But we gotta help-
programmed to believe.
But you can fall in love with two women. You fall liking two women. You might like what the other woman offer. But the truth of the matter is, if tomorrow comes, you will run to the next woman and fall in love and possibly marry her too. It happens.
I don't understand.
It happens.
Let me tell you. You know what? I'm gonna summarize this too
Summarize it.
as basically value systems.
No.
Value systems. What you value is what you will.
But
seek
you saying I
after.
don't. You saying that these women don't have value?
No. Value is, this is what is important to me. She gotta look good. She have to have an education. She have to make me remember the things that, right? But for you, that's what's important. For other men, the only thing she gotta do is have a house for him to crawl in and sleep.
So we can get into the most time to end the show. So I'm gonna close it by putting it in the right perspective.
Okay, just one last comment from Yolanda before, so we won't lose track.
Dashing all
She
your comments
said,
now. 'cause
I don't think you fall out of love. You just learn to love yourself more. Men come with the best love. Okay, men come with the best love booming. Take your time.
Yeah. It's snapping so much
to
coming at the
get
same time.
to get the women's attention. But
Where you at?
in all, he pretends
Mm-hmm.
because it was, if it was
It's
real,
real.
it would
It's
not
now
end.
Okay.
Okay? Dexter
then
say the point is not
love.
loving two women. The same time, the issue is it right?
But now we can put a closure to this. But when you talk about love yourself, that's loving yourself. I don't believe in that. You can't really love yourself because you're always loving yourself.
Okay.
If you just gonna love yourself, that means
But basically,
you just remember to love yourself.
No. What I interpret that
What
as
is that?
being when men are seeking out women, they are basically seeking out women to satisfy their personal need and desires and not the good of the woman
Well,
who he is
But,
pursuing.
but good men don't have to show you nothing. Good man shows up and it all comes out. You see it. When a good man gotta show, when a man say he good and he comes showing you, something wrong.
Okay.
The way I live, my lifestyle, the way I live,
Mm-hmm.
speak for me.
Okay.
So if a man can show you something and he come and impress you with something, he out of character. So you better
So
check
if
it.
he's showing you,
Mm.
and why that can't be his real character?
No. Listen to what I say. If a man, the way I live, so is he.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to you and I started to date you,
Mm-hmm.
I can be my true self.
Okay.
That's why you know.
So
it's a real
if
man.
that means bringing things,
yeah,
showing
whatever it is.
affection,
Yeah.
using terms of
Mhm.
endearment,
But most
taking
men,
you out, or just simply staying home watching TV,
will fake and bring this and do this and that.
most men do.
Yeah, most guys didn't try to impress. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about. Fake. That's faking.
Well, that's the only way they
No.
realize that they could get the woman.
Because majority of women still things. Boy, there's a things he lives really.
Anyhow, Sharon says nobody is perfect, only God. I am sure that she puts up with you
Mhm.
and your imperfections. So stick it out. Stick one place. If she puts up with your imperfection, you should be willing to put up with hers. You let me say, when you love yourself, you would not allow the disrespect that men give by having multiple women. That's what she's saying about women.
Okay.
And of course, Foxhill says yes, it is selfishness on the part of the man.
Yeah, but let's look at woman and let's take woman in a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Woman in a whole. Woman makes the world turn. Now that sounds weird to you, right?
Well, she sure make heads turn.
But when I say make the world turn, because at every facet of life today,
Mm-hmm.
it is woman that making the world turn.
They're leading in all areas.
No,
of
we
life.
ain't even talking about the leading. You check it.
Well, when you say if you make
In your
the world
house,
turn,
in your house,
that's leadership.
yeah, in your house, woman makes the most decisions. On the job,
Okay.
the man might be the boss, but woman makes the most decisions. Sharon is a nice. She makes most decisions on her patients. The man might write it, but she carries out. She do most of the work itself.
Mm-hmm.
The woman. Okay. So without a good woman, we just a shell. See, a woman bring me a child, I might give it a pick.
So that's why y'all need to.
No, I'm getting to the point. No, what I'm saying. So when
Y'all
you
need plenty out.
Yeah.
So you get two.
yeah no, so when you find a good woman,
Mm-hmm.
you find a good thing.
So why you go out and get a second?
No, the point is, I'm putting it in perspective because we're closing.
Yeah.
Now, what had happened when we say we love two, and we trying to love two, is that in most cases we are selfish,
Oh.
greedy. I trying to close it.
Agreeing with
Yeah,
with everybody.
we greedy,
Yes.
and
And you better answer Dexter's question.
I can answer
Is it
Dexter.
right? Is it right? That's
it
the
right?
bottom line.
Dexter, I'm gonna answer your question, and it gonna hurt everybody hard, but I gotta answer it. it's right when you are in a position. You do what's right for you. So if having two women is right for you, that's what you do. And that's the truth. Because you don't know the man's situation.
Okay, Audrey. Audrey
Right.
says she gotta go.
All right, RG. Next week, when we talk about bad woman, bad wife. That's what we get our next topic is. Bad wife. We got a lot of them. Anyway, so
Bad wife next week,
Yeah.
y'all.
So-
Oh my gosh.
what consider a bad wife? There's a lot of them. Louis, so-
And I guess
so-
bad husband will follow.
no,
next
we,
week.
we don't. But anyway,
Huh? Oh, okay.
so-
maybe you'll get the bad husband
so,
and wife together.
Fox, I come to you. I see you there. But for some reason, what is good for you is not good for me.
That's right.
And so a man might have to have two women. That's what they do. Because that's probably all they know from child. They saw their father do it. So it passed down. They never break the spirit or whatever.
Well, so let me ask you a question.
So that's what they do.
So let me ask you a question.
Love too.
So let me ask you a question. Two examples I can give. One, he see daddy dragging on pissy drunk every Friday, and the family ain't have no food to eat because he spent all the money in the bar. He's supposed to copy that?
If it's in his genes, most likely, he will copy it.
Okay. And so you see daddy fussy mad on every weekend, and so
yeah.
he copy that too.
It's a pattern. And if you don't, only God could break these patterns. You got to be delivered.
Okay.
You can't be just prayed and can't be this. And you have to be delivered. Cases, you have to deliver cases.
Okay.
And so,
So two women, the man need deliverance.
yeah, well,
Two women,
the reason why he got two
the
women,
man need deliverance.
no, the reason why he got two women, because the one he got, he in love with. He trying to fall in love to go to the next one. What are you talking about?
He trying to fall out of love.
Yeah, he in love with this one. He trying to fall in love with the next one.
Games.
No, he ain't games.
All
I tired of
games.
this, but I don't hate. See, most time it happens because I don't hate you. Me and you in love. I won't ease off without you being hurt.
Because you're greedy. And
No,
selfish.
not because I'm greedy. Because I tired of you. I done with you. I'm moving on. See, but I can't tell you this because if I tell you, I know you're gonna be hurt. So I gotta ease off you. So I start saying, think about it. So I slowly tell you, you know, you ain't doing this. That ain't waking. This ain't that. Because my love is not going to think about it.
Mm.
So I won't
Get
hate
the
you.
smarts, ladies.
I won't hate
Get
you.
the smarts.
So it's slowly. So that's why loving too is easy to do.
Not according to Mr. Bell.
You ever know big man being happy? You ever see a happy man?
I ever see a man satisfied is the question. And
That's
the
what-
answer to that is no.
But listen,
You're greedy. Y'all never could satisfy.
I need a man on the outside to keep my woman from trying to love you.
you the king.
Listen to this.
Sure, easy to do enough
You figure.
when you're trying to love too.
Hey, baby.
Impossible.
Easy to
What's
do.
name? And they do it. 80% of the man and mamas do it. Something good. It working somewhere.
But we need to get the woman perspective on it.
You get your comments because we about to close. Get your last comments in, everybody. So
Dexter say, don't miss and buck Tinkerbell man when you go around the corner.
hey, but that's the most times. Tinkerbell, the other woman on the side, always have somebody else.
Ah.
That's a fact.
Ah.
That's a fact. Most women on the side have somebody else.
Okay.
She trying to love too.
Yulinda says,
Mm.
instead of trying to ease your way out of a relationship that you're
Oh
in,
Lord,
just simply rip the bandage off.
it don't work like that, Linda.
It hurts no matter what.
Linda.
So hurt, heal, and get over it.
No,
is what
Linda,
she's
it don't work
saying.
like that. Let me take 1 minute to tell you why it don't work like that. If I decided to cold turkey, me and you did, You might be one of them chicks who come break up all my car.
Okay.
You might be the chick might come to the
And
house.
would you be deserving of
You might be
that?
the chick come to the house and take off all your clothes in front of home gal and say, "This is what I give him." So I can't cold take you. I gotta, I gotta ease out. Lord of the morning. Oh,
Anyhow,
hey,
in summary, as we
we didn't get to the
close,
heart of it. We really didn't get to the heart of it. See, why the mechanics? Why it happens every time? Why it's happening in the Bahamas? How
take 5 minutes and tell them. Wrap it up.
it's a whole, it's a whole mix of things. You know, you could, you know,
Sharon say it is greedy. Just go so I could throw those pieces of clothes behind you. Sharon say, man, I weak. Then they say, oh, okay.
that's all it
Sharon,
is.
Sharon, you got it. You got the.
Yeah, Linda, I believe you'll be right there throwing rock in my window. Big block. What? So you can't come out cold. You got to ease out slowly.
Rip
You
the
gotta-
bandage up.
No.
Rip the bandage
No,
up.
because
Sharon say, go.
hey Dex.
And Dexter say,
So-
so you and Tinkerbell, man, is let each other know when one you're going to buy Tinkerbell.
But Dexter, listen. Today. Now watch this, folks. This is what I want to get into. We didn't get into this. You all wouldn't believe in this Bahamas. There's people who settle for this. People who believe in this. People who believe right in the Bahamas who believe that it's okay for their husband or their boyfriend to love another woman. Because
What do they? What is their rationale
Their
for
rationale-
such?
okay, when a woman get a certain age, she probably don't want no man jumping on her every night. So it helps her.
So let me ask this now.
That's why I said I didn't get into all the meat of it.
So
We can take 5 more minutes.
She don't want that. But my question is, does she say to you, honey, it's okay for you to go up there, because she just turns a blind eye? She just hoping you won't be stupid enough to come to her and tell her you sleeping with somebody else. You just do it. You and her both know, but it's not spoken of.
It's like this. Most women at a certain age just say, "Child, I ain't worrying what he do, child, because ain't nothing I can do." Once he come home, They say that. That's the remark they say.
Fox'll say all a game, and Dexter say, I agree with Dad. This matter is very popular.
Yes.
It has been around long before we arrived, Dexter, and it will be
It'll
around
be
long after we're gone.
Dexter, I probably don't even believe my pa's my pa. Talking
You
about-
better stop. Watch your sisters come looking for you today.
But it's true. See. Under the tree, this show was created to tell.
And we did
True.
have the topic, your
Yeah, we
daddy
did
ain't
get
your
that,
daddy.
mommy, no.
Maybe we need to, you
Yeah,
know.
and so when you see people do certain things, loving too, like I told Dex, I think you don't know what the situation is. You don't know that woman probably don't even have bread in the house to eat. So
So the man is a provider.
Yeah,
And
so
he
she-
gets sex in exchange.
You're right.
Is that love?
that is love, because she fall in love with him.
She fall in gratitude.
He
I would
mightn't
think,
fall in
and
love
she
with her.
give him
He mightn't fall in love with
and the
her
only
because-
thing she have to pay with is sex.
Right.
She in gratitude. She
But
ain't
her-
in love.
but
She
her-
in gratitude.
But her sex turned into love. And she started to fall in love with him. And once she falls in love with him, he realized she holds him as her leader,
Her provider.
her
which one?
provider, her leader. He mightn't. He take the
And,
he's
and
the title
she
of husband.
knows.
He's the husband, you know.
And she knows that this man is married to someone else.
It doesn't matter because she fall in love with him. He only wanted the sex, but she fall in love. Woman, this emotion thing I tell you, that's how they get in trouble. Baby comes along, so the whole thing becomes all mixed up. This is what trying love to it get complicated, and that's why I say I didn't get into all that situation. Once it get complicated, The woman tying because she now have a kid for this man. She just can't pull away like that because
Gets more
it gets
complicated.
more complicated.
Gets more
It, it,
complicated by the day.
it is crazy to do
Dexter,
it. It's crazy to go on,
Dexter
Dexter.
says the woman controlling this game.
Oh yeah, by far.
Eh?
What do you say?
Though unbeknown to us men, but man, believe we in control.
And most times we become the serviceman. Yeah.
Mix up like consolidate, Dexter.
No, we become the serviceman. See, y'all don't understand there's some women just need to be serviced. They don't want a man. They just want to be serviced. This was the two. Yeah. So I love my wife, but I love her because I gotta service her. Because I gotta
At the
service
same
her.
time, you servicing yourself.
Yeah. And it works because guess what? When my wife at home asks her,
You got somebody around the corner to go.
my
to.
fuel station is met. This is real talk.
So when the wife
And-
and the fuel station act up, then you go on to number 3.
That's why I say you could have 3, 4, 5. Because that's
It's
the
all
way
about sex. It ain't about love.
it's about comfort.
That's the
It ain't just
final
about
thing.
sex. It's about comfort. See, I might be dating a woman.
Comfort.
Yeah, hold on. I may be dating a woman, and our house might bring me comfort. I might be living there, but that don't bring me comfort because there's children, there's grandchildren, there's mother, there's auntie, there's daughter, everybody. So, but when I go to you, only you one there. You got this nice environment. I can be comfortable. I could go there and have peace of mind. So it's all these things. That's why I said I didn't get into the deep. We might have to take this on next week, to
Foxes
finish.
say buying and selling. Yolinda say supply and demand. Wow, that's
But-
deep.
But
Dexter say exchange ain't no robbery.
but y'all women out there, some of y'all is just exchange. Linda said it. Linda said something about buying. What Linda said?
No, Dexter say exchange
Yeah, what
and
Linda
no
said?
robbery.
What Linda said?
Yolinda say supply and demand.
Supply and demand. So some
and Foxes say buying and selling,
Yeah.
which basically
yeah, same thing. But some of y'all will never become the wife. Just remember that.
Tony Farrell say she dying. You have her dying.
But you are on the outside looking in. Most men don't leave their wife.
That's for sure.
Right. They put up with all their white foolishness. They ain't going nowhere.
Audrey said earlier, it's
And-
cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. And so you might love the woman on the outside bad. But
Bad.
you got too much to lose inside.
So you stay home.
Yeah, because
And you love the woman on the outside.
because
And all you have to do is get in her head and make her
Yeah,
head right,
because
right?
in the inside,
And where your head is when you living
my
like
head,
that.
my head on the next. See, I go home. Boy, I can shock some of you. I only go home to bed to eat, but my interest is on the outside. So that's why I can love 2 women at the same time. I married.
But you love one and you in love with the next
No.
one.
I used to love the one at home.
You was in love with
Yeah,
the
I was
one
in
at
love.
home. But you're no longer in love with her. You still love her, but you're no longer in love with
No.
her. But you in love with the one on the outside.
Outside because she bring more. She compatible with
Refresh.
me. Yeah.
It's a fresh thing.
And she's
It
compatible.
ain't-
She's compatible with me. She conversates better with me. Me to communicate very well. She probably even look better. She probably got more to offer. See, all this. That's why I said we didn't get half of it. We didn't go into this. That's why next we got to finish this because we didn't get into this because
Man is only go home to change
Yeah,
clothes.
change clothes.
That's Dexter.
yeah,
Dexter.
she's close because home it'll be
It's
so
where the
stressful
people is.
that I only could sleep there. When I go home after I only go to sleep because I have a lot to lose because I have a house that I built and I got one business that if I play crazy and pull out, I got too much to lose. So I gotta stay there and
Cheaper to keep
treat the
her.
woman bad too and stay there.
Treat her bad.
Yeah, put pressure to her for the go. You know, you come home and say, "Why you cooking me this sardine? I don't eat sardine. Why you cooking me this?"
So basically, she can't do nothing right. You find fault with everything.
And she knows it. But she in a situation. That's why I need to finish this, because I don't want her to go into the situation where these women put themselves in these situations
Okay.
where they make the man the king, and they become the servant, and they cannot, in their head. Now listen to the words. In their head, they love being the servant. They crazy being the servant, and so the man tell them go, but they still ain't going. That's what we can get into all that. So next we better take. We gotta
Part
finish this
two.
next. We gotta do
Part
part two.
two.
So we can really get in the nuts and the cracks of this,
Okay.
because it's because
Anyhow,
I see in everybody lighting. Like,
Beryl say you're right.
I don't be wrong.
Most men don't leave their wives. Too
No.
much to lose.
So much to lose.
That's where
Trying to love too.
the sugar mama
Ain't
comes
easy to
in.
do.
And Fox will say, Tony, you did not water your home. Now you complaining.
Yeah. Well, I watered my home and my. See, I can't get in somebody's head. If your husband or your wife don't want to be with you, only God could help them.
That's true.
So I might have watered my home, but my home wasn't
Wasn't receptive.
no,
It's a hill, a rocky
no,
hill. And all the water run down.
my home was a tub and I had a hole in it. That's a metal bucket when they run, they start rotting.
Bucket go in the well,
Yeah,
and one day the bottom come out.
It's kind of love too. It ain't easy to do.
Okay, so
Let's see what any more questions.
as we wrap up, no, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. We can finish this. Let's finish this next week, because I want to move on to the woman thing. But let's finish this, because we got a lot to do to get into.
Okay. So Tony has part 2 for you
They're about to
next week, everyone. So let's have a lovely week. Remember, even though the vaccine is here, COVID is still real. So he's gonna
Pray to
tell
change
you.
things, say something. Dexter, what you say? Pray to change your things, say Dexter.
Pray change things. Oh yeah, prayer changes things sometimes.
Sharon.
And we women need to resist those sweet talks from men.
Oh, baby, you got it. It's sweet. You know, I can talk on sweet talk. You know, honey, the last time I see you, boy, listen, you look like a sweet rose.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good day. Make sure wash those hands. Wash those hands. Make sure. Put the mask on. Keep your distance. And be back here next week, same place, same time. Enjoy. Oh Lord. Next week, same place, same time.